Hello everyone, welcome back. New video. I'm gonna commentate the first game of the match I played against QUALIFIER, four-time world champion. It's a round 5 of the World Cup championship, the qualifier. It's quite tough. It's getting tougher and tougher every year, and of course playing against such a champion was not easy at all, and you'll see how it went now. First two things before starting. First of all, I'm gonna start some short group courses to do online. If you by any chance wanna join, check the form in the description. And second, there's gonna be European Hive Championship in Budapest in less than 3 weeks. If you are around Europe or you fancy a trip, there's gonna be a nice tournament and on Saturday, and then on Sunday workshops, free play, things like that. So anyway, let's start. So I was playing white. Okay, it was the first game of the match, so I had some hope in the sense that I know he is the GOAT, but I had some I thought I could find maybe some weakness. You see that that wasn't easy at all, and indeed. So we played this symmetric opening, so both of us went for this the buffer, classic buffer, ladybug, mosquito, and queen, and QUALIFIER decides to go on the same side, which has quite interesting implication, as you'll see. Okay, first difference. So what's the difference here? So this spot that I use for the ant is free for black. This is a quite important spot because it allows to complete the pocket. Okay, so I might be tempted now to just deny that. I wasn't sure 100%. I think it's still good, but it's very hard to say from the opening if it's correct or not. There is possibly even more aggressive with a mosquito. I think now a good response for black is just to build on ant's mobility, and now it's not that easy for me to attack. It seems that I must have like a mosquito beetle attack coming, but let's say that black does everything correct. It has created a different sort of pocket than the one I want to create initially. But I think black has enough resources, so this would be white idea. But if black can recover, then it's probably not worth it for me. I spend a lot of moves just to qualify for the win, cover the queen, but I don't have many other attackers ready, and black has pieces out already, and they can be freed very quickly just by placing another piece here and creating the ring. So in this some situation it could work, but I think at this point maybe a move earlier would work a bit better because more flexibility, and if I don't have a buffer. But since I do also have a buffer, one of these two pieces will get stuck. Another move that would be probably natural would be this one. I pin an ant. Yeah, I let him complete the pocket, maybe with an ant, maybe with a pillbug, maybe with a beetle. There are many options. But then I can also place my pillbug and my ant is free again. I think this is a good game still to play. But yeah, it's complicated, it's a different structure. What I went for was a move that I thought at the moment was quite okay, but actually is not. This might be already inaccurate. It might seem like, okay, it's just trivial spider placement. I'm attacking the ant. What can go wrong? Unfortunately, QUALIFIER found the perfect reply to this, and it's the pillbug placement. So it doesn't have to worry too much about placing the pillbug next to the queen, because the mosquito will act as a pillbug. will be able still to complete the pocket later. It has actually two options on this side, left of the queen or top right of the queen. At the same time, most importantly, the pillbug basically makes the spider completely useless. So this move would not achieve anything, right? It doesn't actually pin the ant. The ant is free. I can still play it, but I'm afraid that later on this spider can be manipulated by the pillbug and the spider could come somewhere else. So I wasn't really sure what was the best idea here, but this spider now is a bit awkwardly placed. So I thought I would just continue with the setup that I've seen recently. Well, I think it's been played quite a lot now. Normally, I would like to get my ant out and then place a pillbug here to complete the pocket and have the mosquito inside the pocket. This one is a little bit different idea. So you have two pockets actually, a mosquito and an ant on the other side. Of course, whenever you move one, you will lose the other one, right? So let's say black plays another ant. If I play this, I will lose the pocket here. So actually black can play in order to make my, like, break my pockets in some way. I mean, this is just an example, but the idea is that you have to manage to free one of the two pockets, but at the same time not allowing your opponent to break it. But let's see what happened. Black didn't play that move. Black played this move, which I think is pretty good. It puts me in quite a dilemma because let's have a look at the options. So the most natural move would be this one. The idea though is that the mosquito can go on top and I cannot recover the mosquito. It is a very typical idea. This move, which also seems quite natural, I think it wasn't really good because of this move. And now at this point the mosquito can move up, maybe cover the ladybug or cover the ant, and the pocket here is broken. If I cannot rearrange, because then the mosquito will simply cover and I cannot even recover with the mosquito. I think I don't really like this position. So I'm not sure, maybe it is playable, but I really didn't like that. It was more natural for black, and my structure was broken. There probably are other options, like I could play simply this one. What can I play? Yeah, something like this, and that's probably an option. I didn't like too much that now the beetle can just go on top and continue, or black could even play this. No, actually this probably is not the best idea, because then at this point I can use the mosquito here. So now the black has to keep the ant here. Either going up with the beetle or going up with the mosquito. That could be an idea as well. Although I can move here. I'm not sure. Maybe this was actually a better option. I decided to go for the most natural move, although I kind of regret it later. So this is the consequence, of course, because black cannot allow the mosquito to cover the beetle. I decided to retake my pocket. Makes sense. Covers the ant. So the idea is now that it will place some other piece here and achieving two things at the same time. First will basically make my white mosquito, like pin my white mosquito whenever the black mosquito goes away. And at the same time, this creates a gate between the pillbug and whatever piece is placed here, which means that my ant will have to go out through another way, which basically means using the pillbug to move it away. So I cannot stay in the pocket and in one move do actually something useful. You will have to move the ant out of the pocket, and then whatever ant as black in play will use it to pin it. Interesting. So at this point I went for this move, which looks quite weird, and it doesn't really look good. But at this point I was actually already a bit nervous. I know we are only how many moves? Yeah, 17 moves. So I played, this was my move number 9, and I wasn't really sure what was going on. Probably something like this would have been better. Then black probably has to place a beetle here to mark this space, the ladybug. And then I keep using the pocket, and I try to go for an inner game. Although at this point I have to take into account that this pocket will be broken. If I don't move the beetle, it's hard to find something useful. I mean, I probably have to go something like this, counting on the fact that the black ant number 1 cannot move, otherwise I'm able to advance with my beetle. So I probably has to use the other ant, and then I can I can probably place the last one. But at this point I have to sacrifice 2 ants for an inner game that I'm not really sure, especially when there is a buffer, the queen is quite far. I wasn't very convinced about this. So I went, wait a second, sorry. So after this, I went for this weird looking move. The idea was to lock in this ant, even when black places a piece in here or creates the ring. But the problem is that now my ant game is suffering. Black has 2 ants out, and where are my ants? The only ant I have here is actually locked inside. So I'm already not in a great situation. Here I thought we'd probably, here the beetle has to mark the ladybug, put the beetle in the pocket as I've done before. This allows basically this move by black, placing the hopper allows the 2 beetle to be both available to recover. So in case I have 2 beetles, both beetle 1 and beetle 2 can recover because the grasshopper is connecting all these outside pieces. I went for this move because first because I was a bit running out of ideas, and I didn't want to place my ants. So if you don't want to play your ants, what can you do? Try to use your minor pieces to bother your opponent a little bit. So the idea was that you can pin the black ant 3. But of course black doesn't allow that, and here I decide to go straight into the how do you call it, the beetle factory, or this ring. I was afraid that we'll just use the ant to pin my grasshopper. I was trying to, I wasn't really afraid. This was one of the idea that this white spider would actually become useful at some point again. So black actually found a way not to go into that. And now black recovered my grasshopper. And if you look at also the pieces, I have 4 pieces in reserve and black has 4 pieces in reserve. But black has also 2-3 ants in play and I don't. So I'm pretty much 2 pieces down at this point already. We are pretty much in a early middle game. I decide to go on with this, and black took advantage to break my pocket. And at this point, actually, I thought I wasn't like desperate, but the position doesn't look amazing at this point. So I played something that it looks a bit weird, but I thought was a practical decision, and that's moving the queen here. So I kind of was hoping for the continuation, for what happened actually in the game, because I thought it was the only way for me to get some counterplay. The idea is, once black pins and blocks the queen inside here, my pillbug cannot get in here, right? Because I will lose. But my idea was, I'll just get out of the spider. Again, let's make use of the spider finally. One of these two ants will go away, and I should have enough time to get in with my pillbug, free the ant, and get my queen safe. At that point, I would be really happy. Of course, QUALIFIER didn't allow me to do that straight away. This hopper here also becomes useful, and now the ladybug it's free. So it's threatening basically to get into the ladybug with one of these two spots. Well, not the spot bottom left because my ant will be free, but top right. So definitely have to cover the ladybug. Another piece here, I was a bit, one idea was just simply to pin this, but then the black ant will be free. And now again, I'm risking quite a lot. Maybe it wasn't so bad as I thought actually, because actually the only way to attack this space is probably to use the grasshopper from here, and I have a spider to pin. Maybe not, but I wasn't really, I wasn't sure what would I expect from here. Actually, I could also, I could play this ring and free my ladybug. Actually, this was probably a better continuation than what I played. But I wasn't sure. I didn't want to free the ant that straight away. So I decided to go for another move. Just cover the ant. Oh, wait a second, sorry. Yeah, I cover the ant. If the grasshopper gets in here, then I can cover the ladybug, and now my ladybug is free to move. If the ladybug gets in here, then I also have time to pin the hopper. And actually this hopper was not even a threat, right? Because the ladybug is taking this space. And the rearrangement doesn't work because this will just free my ant. Sorry, so I cover the ant, the ladybug is free, but I decide to go in with the grasshopper, and I cover the ladybug. Key move is that at the same time I also free my ladybug, otherwise it wouldn't be that good. It doesn't allow me to move out with the ladybug, but here I force it with this double ring. Well, it's not a double ring, I don't know how to call it. There's a concentric rings. There is a smaller ring and a bigger ring. This allows me basically to move the ant out no matter what, right? Because it cannot break both rings at the same time. It decided to actually break none of the rings. It decided to just not allow my queen to move away later on. Using the pillbug to recreate the ring and free my ant. Now, if the black ant moves away, I'm just very happy and probably gonna win later in a longer end game, so no. Black went on with a beetle. I remind you there are two beetles here, and my beetle is covering the ant, and this beetle is covering hopper. Now, what should I do? So one of my issues was that this black mosquito can slowly get to my white queen, and there is already one beetle on top of the hive. Well, actually, basically, we have two beetles against two beetles here, so I should be able to block the attack. But under this, there's also a black ladybug. So whenever the black beetle move, my other beetle from underneath will cover, and then the black ladybug is free. Also, as I said, I was afraid of this mosquito reaching here, so I want to break this ring somehow, and I decide to go for this move. Although I'm not sure 100% it was the best move. There are probably other options that not allow the black mosquito to go over here. Maybe something like this. And the black mosquito can jump down here, but I think it will make the ring again. I should be able to free my ladybug. But I thought, why do not like in general, if we can free one of the spaces around your queen for free, let's say, in a sense there is no disadvantage, why not? There are 3 kill spots that around the queen, the white queen, needs to be taken, and black has 1 mosquito here and there's 2 beetles here, but as I said, I have also 2 beetles, so I should be able to block. So I was a bit more confident here that things were going okay for me, and I had 4 pieces in reserve, so I thought once I managed to get my ants out, it should be okay. Well, little I knew. Of course, world champions never give up. The grasshopper is, of course, threatening to get in here, and I don't have really a good way to stop it. I can only place an ant. Interesting that the grasshopper doesn't go straight away in there, but I think again because of the ring issue. There is also this option here, and now it's hard for black to make use of this mosquito. I mean, it has to go back here, for example, but once my mosquito is next to a pill bug, I can find a way to actually also make use of this too. And this black ant, for now, it's blocked. Well, actually, it can come out eventually, but I mean, this grasshopper could eventually go here, but I have 2 ants out now, so I think I will be still okay. Not easy to find the right moves, but let's go back to so black didn't attack directly with the hopper, but used the mosquito. The idea is to go all the way to the white queen, cover it, and now to the right of the queen there will be a direct drop, because the queen space will become black. Time to pin the hopper. The spiders that were in the reserve, they don't have much use to actually attack, because there are gates and this cave, so yeah, definitely not easy to use for that, so makes sense to use them actually to pin my pieces. And the idea is also that at some point this elbow can be filled. If we manage to get another spider here, the upper will be free later on. So another ant. Okay, and now the beetle eventually comes here. But my idea was, if the beetle comes here and the mosquito gets here, it's 2 pieces. I should be able to hold. And also, whenever you take one of these spaces here, well, actually, this one to the right of the queen, you make a ring, and I should be able to break it in the best way possible for me. Let's see. I come out with a hopper. I'm not sure it was actually the best move. Maybe I could have also kept it there. I was also a bit of low on time here. In fact, yeah, I played this move, which is not really, it doesn't really achieve much. But also it's not easy for me to actually understand what I'm basically waiting for black to commit to something. And I have this ant here ready to pin whatever is spawned, except if it's spawned inside here. What can be problematic for me is the black ladybug here, but if I don't move the beetles, I should be fine. So I'll just wait, trying to rearrange the ladybug. The idea is the following. Okay, there is a dark drop here. With dark drop, I could be in danger because actually this spider now is useful. So let's stop the dark drop. I create this ring. So that was actually something dangerous, but I thought that wasn't actually that dangerous. But I wasn't actually correct. So this was dangerous and I had to be very careful. And the idea will come soon. This was unfortunately the wrong move, and you can stop and see now there is a sequence for black to win. I think it's pretty much forced. 3, 2, 1. Place the spider in. Why? What is the spider doing? Nothing. It's simply letting this hopper out. And now I think I have pretty much no chances. I try to do this with the idea of, whenever the hopper goes in here, I will just cover the beetle. I seem still fine, right? Where is black gonna get the other piece from? Well, unfortunately, this move works very well, because now the hopper will go all the way here. So great job for QUALIFIER. My last chance, yeah, sorry, I'll just show the last moves. So after this, I have, no, sorry. After this move, I have basically no choice. The hopper goes in and I lose. So my last chance to actually do something was here. So at this point, the spider will go in here and then I'm in trouble. So what I have to do is to prevent this. And the only way to do it, well, actually, I'm not sure the only one, but one of the ways was this. Create this ring. The spider cannot be put in here. You can put the hopper, but I have time to cover it. Can put the hopper here, but I can cover it again. And now, whenever the spider is spawned somewhere outside, I'll just pin it. The other thing was, the other option for black here probably was to break the ring somehow. But it doesn't seem there are really good ways. Maybe this one, to let the queen move out. You probably have allowed black to, yeah, I don't see an attack for black to work, but maybe it could play a bit slower, more slowly, and eventually attack later. I'm not sure. Maybe after this, black will just go here. Yeah, this will free the mosquito. Yeah, I'm not sure. There are probably some other ideas, but this was definitely the best chance. So sorry, let me go back. So I have to block the direct drop. The hopper goes up there, and I played this wrong move. My best chance was definitely to get rid of mosquito in here, to basically convert my mosquito into a beetle, and yeah, maybe this move would have still gave me some problems, but at this point, again, there is no direct drop. There is no spawn point here for black. I cannot put a spider in here, so it becomes a bit more complicated for black to win. Well, actually, there is this move. Let me see. There is this. I think, yeah, no, I think it's still okay for me. So, yeah, it was quite it was quite an experience. So I played. Let me see. Let me put the final position. Spider, bam, hopper jumps all over. These two skill spots, one, like both on the line of attack of the hopper, really killed me. So to recap, I had quite a bad opening. QUALIFIER found the best move to counter my kind of unusual spider placement. At that point, I had to fight pretty much for the equality the whole game. I think I played the best practical choice at some point, try to invite the attack, because I had chances later to get into a better end game, sort of what I call the event horizon thing. So if you attack too much at some point, you end up in a worse end game if the attack doesn't work. And I think I was almost there, or at least I had good opportunities, but QUALIFIER just found the best, precise, accurate moves to win, and yeah, he's the champions not by mistake. Well, not the current champion, but he won 4 times in the past. So, okay, I hope you enjoyed it and you found something useful. See you next time with the new videos.